What's up guys, I'm Truman Lee and welcome to What's in My Baseball Bag 2025. Okay, so let me just start off by saying that I'm a PO officially this year. Last year I said that I was a PO and then I actually ended up hitting for like 8 at-bats in summer ball. I went 3 for 8 by the way, so But anyways, this year I'm an actual PO. So I have quite a bit less stuff in my baseball bag than previous years. So I think this is my 6th year of doing What's in My Baseball Bag videos, and now I'm a senior in high school, and I believe that the first time I ever made a What's in My Baseball Bag video was the summer between 7th and 8th grade, which is just crazy, and you guys have shown so much support on these videos, and I just want to say thank you because these videos have made me who I am, and they have helped my channel so much, and it's really where I got all my subscribers from. So if you've watched all of these videos from the very start, I appreciate you and thank you so much for watching. And another thing that's been the same for the last 6 years is my DeMarini Voodoo Rebirth backpack with my number 97 on it and the Rush logo. Anyways, let's get started. I haven't gone through my baseball bag at all, so it's a little bit messy, but I feel like it's more fun to just take stuff out as we go. So starting in the top pocket with the little hanger clip thing, got a pack of gum. I've actually been chewing gum recently while I'm pitching because it's supposed to like help regulate your breathing or whatever and helps you focus a little bit better. So I've just been experimenting with that. I kind of like it, so I might keep doing it, might as well. Second, I have some hand warmers because I live in Washington and it gets really cold during the winter and the early spring games. Also got a stick of eye black. This is really more for my teammates than it is for me because pitchers don't wear eye black. And if you do, you're not a real pitcher. So I have 2 gloves that I'm switching off between this year. First of all, I have this 44-574 pattern with a 2-piece web. It's black snakeskin all around with volt green accents and a little bit of tie-dye snakeskin on the pinky. I have a whole video explaining my thought process when I designed this glove. I know that it's crazy, so if you want to know what I was thinking when making that, I have a video. I can link it up in the top right corner, whichever corner that is. I always get mixed up. But yeah, this glove has my signature on the thumb, and it also has Be the Best on the pointer finger. This is kind of my good luck glove. This glove has some sentimental value because it's like my first real crazy custom glove that I went with. And yeah, I've had it for a while now. Second up is the newer 44 that I have. It's this closed back mint with the Seattle green lacing. This glove is sick. I deleted the finger hole on the back just because it's kind of cool. It also keeps my hand warm, which is really nice because there's no airflow back there. So in cold games, it's nice to have a nice warm hand while I'm pitching. This one has the mod loop web, which I really like for this pattern on the closed back. I think that this web really looks best with it. I also have the T. Lee signature on the side of it and Truman Lee. And then in the middle, I have a reverse K. And on both of my 44s, I have the glove locks, which I recommend if you like to flap your laces. I like the glove locks so that way I can tighten my laces easily. As I mentioned, I've had this glove for almost 2 years now, so if you guys want like an ownership review type of thing about this glove, then let me know. Alright, so let's do the cleats next. This year I'm rocking the Lindor 2s from New Balance. I really like these. They're getting a little dirty. Sadly, this toe is like starting to rip right here on the right foot. I should really get a pitcher's toe for these cleats. It would make them last a lot longer, but I kind of forgot to and now it's too late. But yeah, I wore these all last season. I probably pitched like 10 games in these. So they're holding up pretty well because that's a lot of pitching and a lot of throws to have your cleats hold up that long. I really like the way that you get the ankle support on these, and obviously the colors are sick. I think that New Balance did a really good job with these, and as you guys probably know if you've watched me before, I am a New Balance only guy. I just think that they make the best cleats and they're always the most comfortable for me, and I have big feet and they are definitely big feet friendly. And yeah, I think that their quality is just better than everybody else. So those were the moldeds. I also have a pair of the metal Lindor 2s, which I also really like. I almost think that the metal ones are better. They're a little bit heavy for cleats, but I kind of like that. Being a pitcher, it doesn't really matter having super light cleats or not. And this is the vintage Puerto Rico colorway, which I really like. It has a really cool backstory. Yeah, these cleats are great as well. I love them. And another glove that I forgot to mention is this absolute tank, the Mizuno Power Close Prospect 32.5-inch catcher's glove that I use to catch bullpens. I got this thing when I was like 8 or 9 in Little League, and it's great. I actually kind of love this glove for catching pens. It's nice and small, and I have my own catcher's glove, so I don't have to borrow somebody else's glove. So yeah, I have this in my bag as well. Alright guys, next up is a PO essential. I got a new ball sack for this year from Evo Shield. They like sent it free with my practice jersey for high school, and it's kind of not a very good bag for holding plyo balls. Like, look how much it's stretchy when I hold them up. But yeah, so I have from pink to gray, and I use all of them every single day before I throw. I never skip plyos before I throw because, I mean, I'm just trying to keep the routine the same, and it's a good way to warm up my arm, and you know, if it's working, I might as well keep it the same. But yeah, I do about 25 or 30 throws with different drills with plyo balls every single day, and it seems to work. I've gained a lot of velocity since I started doing plyo balls. And a second PO essential is J-bands. I actually lost my pair of neon green ones that you guys have seen for the last couple years, but I happened to find these ones that somebody left at a field, and yeah. But yeah, these are another PO essential for sure. If you're a pitcher, you need to be doing bands and plyos every single day before you throw. I can't stress it enough. Neither of them are going to do anything bad. They're not going to hurt you in any way, so you might as well do them. Next thing that I reached into my bag and grabbed is this cooling towel, which was really nice when we played at Oregon State and Gonzaga last summer, and it was like 110 degrees and they're full turf fields. This thing was really nice for that, and I'm glad that I had it in my bag. It works pretty well. Next up, I have a white Evo Shield compression sleeve. I use this when I'm throwing sometimes. It's pretty nice for like an active compression. I also have the recovery sleeve, which is in my car, and I don't really want to go out and grab it. But the Evo Shield recovery sleeve is another item that I highly recommend. I definitely notice a difference when I put it on after I throw. Whether it's a placebo effect or not, I mean, you know, it works either way, and I feel a difference in my arm when I wear it after I throw. It just provides compression. It has a certain knit pattern that's supposed to provide extra compression in the places that you need it to keep blood flow going in your arm after you pitch. I wear it sometimes to bed and I just sleep in it. I've worn it like all day at school and stuff, and it's, I don't know. I really like it, and it's a good item that is pretty underrated. Not many people have those. I also got 4 baseballs in the depths of my bag. I have one of the all-weather seams. I got a perfect game ball. I got a crappy Rawlings Official League plastic ball, and I have a MTYAA baseball. So those are just random balls that I've found under the bench and stuff that gotta have baseballs in your backpack. I also found this Driveline 7-ounce weighted pitching ball under the bench at a game or a practice or something like a year ago, and so I have this. Sometimes I'll warm up with it. It's pretty nice. I like it. It's just a little bit heavier than a baseball, so it's a good thing to warm up with. Of course, I have a bottle of sunscreen for the hot summer days, like I mentioned. At Oregon State, 110 degrees, cannot forget sunscreen. I also got a bunch of random snacks at the bottom of my backpack. I really like the Fit Crunch bars. I have a whole box of these in the back of my car. 15 grams of protein, 2 grams of sugar, and 190 calories, so it's a good like mid-game or pre-game snack. Also, random, got some Nutter Butters in my bag. I got a Kind breakfast protein bar. These things are actually alright if you have some water because they're really dry. A crushed, chewy Quaker granola bar. I love these things actually. I have a whole box in my room and I eat these frequently. A very important item is my inhaler. I have asthma, and sometimes if I get sick or if I have allergies, it can flare up a little bit, and my inhaler helps me I guess get through the rest of the game. Or if we have conditioning, it makes my lungs feel extra strong when I take a puff of the inhaler. So this is really useful and really important. So in the very front pocket of my bag, I still have some of my hitting stuff, like these batting gloves that Franklin sent me. Thank you, Franklin, for sending me all the stuff that you did. I'm sorry that I'm not a hitter anymore. A little thing of sunscreen that's empty, so you know, I don't know why I haven't thrown this away yet. I mentioned earlier Washington and it's cold weather, and for that I have this frost glove. I really like this actually. It has like grippers on the pointer and middle finger and thumb, and it's really nice for throwing in the cold. If you're practicing outdoors and it's freezing cold outside, this thing like keeps my hand completely warm. It's great. And yeah, so the last item that I could find in the depths of my baseball bag is these 3 Nike bicep bands from the days of my hitting career, when I was dripped out at the plate. These are actually pretty sick. I like them a lot. But yeah, guys, that is it for my baseball bag. It's shrunken down quite a bit, like I said, since I'm a pitcher only. Honestly, it's kind of sad to not carry around bats anymore. I still like hitting BP and stuff, you know, but in game, you know, hitting is the hardest thing to do in sports, and I would rather keep it the hardest thing to do in sports than have to try and do the hardest thing in sports. And that's why I like pitching. So I'm officially a retired hitter, and yeah, that is what's in my PO bag. But yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you've been around since the first What's in My Baseball Bag video, then thank you for supporting me for so long. I love doing these videos every year, and I know you guys love them too. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.